In the deep south of Mongolia, winter transforms narrow canyons into frozen worlds, places where ice, wind, and silence create a landscape unlike anything else on Earth. Do you believe a desert can hide a frozen world? Most of us think of deserts as places of unending heat. We picture vast dunes of sand, shimmering under a relentless sun. The air is dry, the ground is parched, life clings to existence in the sparsest of ways. Yet, nature is full of surprises. It creates exceptions that defy our expectations. In the heart of one of the planet's most formidable deserts, a secret lies tucked away, a place where ice endures even as summer bakes the surrounding plains. Before we step inside, what other deserts do you think hide frozen secrets? Tell us in the comments, and let's explore Mongolia's hidden ice. This unlikely marvel is found far in the south of Mongolia, within the immense expanse of the Gobi Desert. Temperatures can swing wildly, from scorching highs to bitter, freezing lows, but hidden deep within the Gers Mountains, a range that rises like a stony island from the desert floor, is a canyon that seems to operate by its own rules. This place, known to the local people as Yolyn Am, or the Valley of the Eagles, holds on to winter's chill long after the rest of the land has surrendered to the sun. The journey to this place is a journey into contrast. You travel for hours across wide, open landscapes where the horizon seems to stretch into infinity. The flat plains give way to rolling hills, which in turn rise into rugged, rocky peaks. A narrow opening appears, a fissure in the earth that beckons you forward. As you step from the bright, open desert into the mouth of the canyon, the change is immediate. The temperature drops. The light softens. The sounds of the outside world fade, replaced by a profound and sudden quiet. Your eyes adjust to the deep shade cast by towering rock walls that seem to lean in toward each other. At the bottom of the gorge lies a thick, solid river of ice. A world within a world, a paradox written in stone and frost. The place is aptly named. Yolyn Am translates to the Valley of the Eagles, more specifically, the Lammergeier, a magnificent bearded vulture that soars high above these cliffs. These great birds are the silent guardians of the canyon. They glide on thermal updrafts, their vast wingspans casting fleeting shadows on the rock and ice below. The valley is their sanctuary, nesting sites, and a commanding view of the surrounding territory. To see one circling against the deep blue of the Mongolian sky is to witness a symbol of the wild, untamed spirit of this land. The canyon itself is a geological wonder, carved over millennia by a small river that still flows beneath the ice in warmer months. The walls are sheer and imposing, rising hundreds of feet straight up from the narrow floor. In some places, you can stretch out your arms and almost touch both sides. This extreme narrowness is key. It creates a world of perpetual shadow where the sun can never fully reach. Walking deeper feels like descending into another realm. The path follows the frozen stream, which in some years can be several meters thick and stretch for kilometers. The ice rises and falls in smooth waves, cracked in places to reveal deep sapphire, compressed, ancient ice. The surface can be treacherous. Each footfall echoes, a small sound in the overwhelming silence. Against deep red and ochre stone, the ice appears luminous, shifting from bright white to pale green to profound blue in the deepest shadows. It is a scene of raw, elemental beauty, hard rock, frozen water, and thin air, a quiet testament to the persistent forces of nature. The ice within Yolyn Am is more than a frozen surface. It is a dynamic, ever-changing sculpture. In winter, seeps freeze in place, creating cascades that hang like crystalline curtains. Patterns resemble frozen lace or the flowing drapery of a gown, each formation unique, shaped by water and biting cold. The dominant feature is a face, a thick, persistent, glacier-like mass that builds layer by layer. Water from springs and melting snow flows over the frozen surface and refreezes, stacking dense layers through the long winter. That density gives the remarkable blue. Tightly packed crystals absorb reds and yellows, scattering blue. Bubbles hang like tiny jewels. Some sections are smooth as glass, others rough and jagged, my sections such and sidey, broken by immense weight or subtle shifts in the earth. Walking this frozen river is like reading a text. Each crack, bubble, and band reveals its history. The persistence of ice in a hot desert seems like magic, but it's a simple, elegant combination of factors. First, shade. The depth and narrowness mean little direct sunlight, even in summer. Second, Altitude. High in the Gers, the air is colder and nights drop fast. Third, airflow. The canyon funnels wind, dense cold air sinks and becomes trapped, insulating the ice. Together, deep shade, high altitude, trapped cold air, they create a self-reinforcing microclimate that lets Yolyn Am defy the wider Gobi. The undisputed king of the skies here is the Lammergeier, not a typical vulture. It feeds on bone, it carries large bones high and drops them to shatter, reaching the nutritious marrow. With a diamond-shaped tail and wingspans approaching 3 meters, it keeps constant, watchful presence. On the slopes, Siberian ibex leap and climb near vertical faces with adapted hooves and astonishing agility. Herds rest on ledges where humans would freeze with fear, browsing sparse grasses and shrubs in rock crevices. Alongside them are Gali, the world's largest wild sheep. Males carry enormous horns, often over 20 kilograms. They keep to high, open slopes but descend for water or to escape harsh winds. Pikas dart between rocks, their high-pitched calls echoing through the quiet air. Voles and songbirds find refuge here as well. With water and ice present even in the driest months, the canyon becomes a vital oasis. Life isn't abundant like a forest. It is resilient, perfectly tuned to this high-altitude stage of rock and ice. Yeah. It's, a harsh place, but full of life. The human story here is as compelling as its natural history. For centuries, the Gobi has been home to nomadic pastoralists. They don't live in the canyon itself, but their presence fills the surrounding valleys and plains. Homes are Gers, circular, lattice-framed, felt-clad, dismantled and reassembled in hours, perfect for mobility. A family's life revolves around animals, goats, sheep, horses, and 2-humped Bactrian camels. Herds provide food, milk, wool, and transport. Movements follow pasture and water, higher ground in summer, sheltered valleys in winter. Knowledge of land passes through generations, where to find water, which plants heal, how to read the sky. In winter, life slows around the central stove. Stocking fuel and food, mending tools, processing wool, telling stories. Hospitality is legendary. A traveler is welcomed with hot milk tea and a place by the fire. Places like Yolyn Am are often considered sacred. Not mere geology, but living entities woven into local legend. The frozen canyon is part of their world, a landmark and a symbol of enduring power and mystery. The essence of Yolyn Am lies in paradox. Outside the canyon's mouth, the Gobi asserts its dominance. Heat, dryness, vast open space in warm tones of yellow, red-brown, and pale tan. Step inside and you enter a different domain, cold, damp, enclosed. The deep blues of ice and dark grays of wet stone. The transition is abrupt, from the kingdom of fire into the realm of ice. Out on the plains, warmth and wind, the scent of dust and sun-baked herbs. Inside, a chill to the bone, the clean, metallic scent of ice and damp earth. The sound changes too, from the whispering wind to a deep silence where a single drip or a bird's call becomes profound. Here, wind becomes a sigh. In deep cold, the ice cracks and groans, a reminder of pressure and power locked in frozen water. In spring and summer, gentle dripping and a gurgling stream signal transformation. From space, a thin line in a vast desert. On the ground, a world with its own climate, rules, and startling beauty. Mongolia's Eagle Valley is a quiet lesson in balance and resilience, ice and sand in delicate harmony. Remain curious, look for the unexpected, cherish the wild, silent places of the world. The Eagle Valley waits, a slow, bright secret in the wide Gobi, ready to be discovered again and again. If you love remote landscapes and natural wonders found nowhere else, subscribe and join Global Explorer every Monday and Friday.